Okay, we discussed in the last video that one of the problems with passive filters is that they load each other. Now, how can you prevent loading? How can we put this filter and this filter together in such a way that this filter does not load the first filter? Now, you have already remember you've already studied a circuit that can actually prevent loading. You put that in between these two circuits and it prevents loading. Remember what's that? That's right. It's the voltage buffer circuit. Remember? So let me just draw it here. So what we can do is we can take this input and we'll put a op amp here in this way. Oops, that's the inverting input, and then you can just connect the inverting input to the output. So the gain of this filter is 1, so it does not change anything in terms of the gain, but what it does is, now look at the input impedance. The input impedance uh, of this op amp circuit here is very high, so this circuit is not loaded, and the output impedance of this op amp is 0 or almost 0. In the ideal case it's 0, and therefore whatever current this requires can be supplied, and in that way we can put these two filters together. We have still not sorted the gain problem, however, right? But even then, this is kind of a somewhere in between a passive and active filter, right? You have this passive, this is a passive filter, this is a passive filter, but the component in between that makes sure that this circuit is not loaded is an active component, because this has power supplies, right? We have not drawn the power supplies, but don't forget that we have a power supply here and a negative power supply here in this op amp.